So now we are covering, you can say, transactional application, and then we can cover whatever issue we are facing and how we can fix those issues. It's a multiple way, basically. So same database, we are trying to like configure transactional application. So basically we want why we are going for the transactional application. Let's suppose we have a production server and we have like a load balance, because multiple person, if they will try to read a data from the production, so they will got some, you can say, latency, or they will get some performance impact. So for this case, for reporting, you can say, purpose, we are creating a, you can say, subscriber server, and reporting server we can find with a subscriber machine instead of production. So that like if they want to populate whatever data they want, they can directly read from the subscriber, so that like whatever load for the reading a report, they will not come from, you can say, it's a production environment. So let me start. Configuration is a very straightforward. We have to go and read publications, and then selecting a same database, transaction application, and then whatever tables are, you can say a student 01 does not contains primary key, so only 3 table we are considering for now, and moving next. Immediately we want to apply a snapshot, so that we'll get a whatever changes are there. So I'm going to create a publication now. Tran pub whatever school DB. Okay, this is a publication name. Whatever you want, you can mention this. Okay, next we have to add a subscription. So on basis of your usage, you can subscribe or multiple, you can say, servers. So this is a publication. Once again, we are going with a push. And secondary instance, I want to add a 02, basically. Here, I want to create a same school DB. Next, security, very straightforward, because we will not go and waste in a time for the configuration, because it's a straightforward, but while fixing a issue will take so much time. Okay, so this is done, and let me show you whatever like a subscribe, you can say, agents are there. So if you can expand your agent, SQL Server agent, you can see multiple agents are there. So let me maximize. So you can see 2 jobs is continuously running. So if I can like a check what is a job, if you can go with the properties, and you can see this is a log reader agent. So basically reader agent is a reading your production DB here, and you can say it's a database name is also mentioned on basis of naming convention SQL DB. Okay, so SQL DB, whatever transaction is happening, they will read. Next, you can say here is a distributor agent. So distributor agent mainly, what is the role? They will distribute the data on basis of subscriber. So this, and if we can expand here, let me refresh. And if you can open, anything is there, you can say nothing is there basically. So if you can go with a pull, basically I try to push subscription. If you can go with a pull, so basically distributed job will created into the secondary server. So only main difference in this. Next, let's try to check. It's a data is already replicated. So how we can create a issue here? So you can say it's everything is there. Okay, 3 record. So whatever data will push into the table, it's a part of, because this table is not part of your transaction application. So what we'll do, that will not like a published into the subscriber. So just exclude a student 01. I'm going to edit few records here. 4 and going with the imply 4. Okay. And if you can check your subscriber, you'll get your data is replicated immediately. No need to, you can say, synchronize or start your replication. So whatever transaction is going here, if we can check what is the status, basically as a DBA, your application is running fine or not, you have to right click and click here, launch replication monitor. In replication monitor, you can see this is a publication we created and it's fair. Performance is fair. Refresh after some times you will get a good performance because if everything is replicated there. Okay. So initially they will take time because it's a, you can say, replicating a data. If you want to check how many article they publish, you have to click on view snapshot agent. You can see a snapshot 3 article generated basically. And now you can see it's an excellent status. It means whatever data are there from the publisher to subscriber, it's replicated successfully. But how you got to know? You have to double click here. And now you can see here is a, you can see 3 tab. Initially you got like a publisher to, you can say, subscriber. Now you can see publisher to distributor first. It means I said like a inserted a data into the publisher. So they will push data from publisher to distributor and then distributor to subscriber basically. And here in this tab, you will got to know how many records, how many commands are pending here. So if anything is pending, you'll get a here number of records. Like let's suppose I'm going to insert one record into the production. So they will show you how many records are not completed it. So if any gap, if you'll find anything like a greater than 0, it means you can say your subscriber is not completely synchronized. And here you can say you will get a delay basically. Okay. So let me start creating some issue so that you got to know. So I inserted a few record. It's inserted successfully and we didn't found like when we'll try to check, you'll get uncommitted transaction is 0. But let me try to do some like some issue. So what I'm going to do in a same table, imply table, I want to edit and I'm going to delete its fourth record. Yeah. So if I'm deleting a fourth record, that will not create any problem. If you can go and check what is the status of your snapshot, you can say nothing is there. Okay. If you can see everything is running fine. Uncommitted is also 0. But when I will try to, you can say, same record, I'm trying to delete from, you can say, publisher. What will happen? Let's see. Let me go and select how many records are there. You can say 4 record. And same command, if I will try to execute here, you can see only 3 records are there. Okay. So it means fourth record deleted. Now I'm trying to delete the data from the publisher. So what issue will occur, you can see now. So let me edit and try to delete fourth record. I'm deleting this record and now we'll get our issue. So if you can check your agent for now, I think we have to wait for a few seconds because so that whatever like a transaction is happening here, you can see now you can if you can expand your expire state and after a few time, like after a few seconds, you will get it's a bad performance or critical, something like that. Let me click here and you can say here is a no problem because publisher publish data into the distributor. They are not raising any performance issue. But when they will try to move a data here, distributor is a subscriber. So basically distributor want to delete command, execute delete command on the subscriber, but data is not available. Previously I deleted fourth record from the subscriber. So they will raise a issue. So you can see number of command is 1. It means your production or subscriber is not completely sync. But on basis of like a physical, if you can check physical status, you got to know both have a same record. But whatever transaction they're trying to execute, it's not executed. But if you can check, you'll get a same record set. So how you can fix? Let's suppose next I'm coming in a publication once again, and I want to insert few records. Let me go and insert fifth record. I'm saying it's a fifth. So if you can check fifth, and now if you can check your agent status, you can see now you can see what is the SS. You can see it's a error is generated just now. And let me click once again. Okay. And if you can see here, uncommitted transaction is 3. Distributor is, and now you got to know what is the issue. So let me maximize and you can start find. Okay. First, I'm going to check. There was no there was row was not found subscriber applying delete statement and key ID is 4. Okay. It means distributor want to delete fourth record on basis of primary key ID is equal to 4, but they didn't found. So basically we have a two command, basically two fix of this. How you can fix this one? First, very simple process. You can go and whatever data you like a deleted, just add an entry on basis of ID. So let's suppose fourth I'm creating, I don't know whatever value are there. Okay. And if you can check now, what is the performance now? You can see what is the performance. You can see, and now you can see 3 committed, but we have to wait for the few seconds. And you can see it's refreshed. Launcher application monitor. And let me try to check. And you can see it's a 0. It means whatever record you added, it's replicated into the sync. In few seconds, you will get a good, like a excellent performance. Let me refresh once again. And few seconds, because data is replicated. Whatever data I added, they deleted from the distributor to subscriber. And after few seconds, you will get a good performance. Excellent performance, basically. So I think we have to wait for a few seconds. Okay. So now if you can see, like I deleted one record and inserted record into the implied table. So subscriber, if you can check, you will get an additional record is inserted. But let's suppose you didn't fix your delete issue. So basically next transaction will not apply basically. So whatever transaction we'll do with a different table, that will not apply into this all the tables. So first, whatever issue is coming, you have to fix. You got my point? So let me check once again what is the performance like a status of application monitor. And now you can see it's excellent basically if everything is running fine. Yeah, good. So this is a one way, but let's suppose how we can fix, like you have to one by one, you have to check what are records is create problem. Next, how we can fix those same kinds of issue. So we have another mechanism. So let's do a same activity. I'm going with the same table. And now I want to, let's suppose we have how many records here? We have a fifth record, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is not there. So I'm going to add fourth record into the systems in a subscriber machine. Because fourth is not available here. So I'm adding here fourth. Okay, and try to place. So after doing any activity on the subscriber, they will not raise. But when you will execute any command into the production, then if they face any issue, they will raise to you. So I added here. And once again, what I'm doing, I'm going to, this is a publication. Let me go with a publication. and I want to insert once again fourth record here. You got my point? So basically, they will try to reinsert this data, and data is already available into the subscriber machine. So what is the problem here? Here, distributor will raise duplicate record basically because fourth record is already there, and once again, this distributor is trying to insert data into the subscriber. So let me check a status once again. What is the error they are raising? And you can see some issue is coming now. So double click here and same. Here is no problem. Here you can see what is a problem here. Okay. Okay. So I think we have to wait for a few seconds. Okay. You can see the row was not found. Okay. Delete command. It's a previous one. So I think we have to wait for a few seconds so that here you can see on commit transaction is one. So whatever they want to insert a data into the publisher, it's not going. So wait for a few seconds and you will get what is the actual error. Or we have one query is called error. Okay. So if you can go into the your distributor database and directly check those. Okay. So let me go publication. Use your distribution data and error code not equal to 0. If you can go or directly, so you'll get to know what error they are facing. You can see. So it's a very straightforward. In this table, MS replication error table, you'll get this information and you can see what is the error here. Cannot insert duplicate record, okay, and into the fourth record. You got? It means initially I inserted a fourth record into the subscriber, and after that I try to insert record into the publisher. So basically they are facing issue while inserting a data. So what is the two fix here? One fix, you can directly go and delete fourth record from the imply table. You got? In imply table, you have to go on basis of error. What is the next fix? You have to select your table. Okay. Let's suppose I'm selecting a table. Where I think we have to go with the user school and try to select this. Okay. And you have to, whatever ID is there, ID is equal to 4. Those 4 record you have to delete from the subscriber instead of production because they are saying it's a creating a problem because same record is already there into the subscriber. So if you can open here and if you can try to execute, I think it's a 02 server. And if you can delete this record, automatically your issue will fix. You got my point? If I will execute, problem will sort it. But I will not do this one. We have to go with a different way. How we can like a delete. I don't want to publish because data is already there. So we have a second method called how you can delete a command basically. So I think I created a one command is also there. Let me try to. So if you can delete this one from the subscriber, you got to know your issue will fix. But we don't want to deleting a data from the subscriber. I want to escape this one. And after a few seconds, you got to know this converted into the green. So we have to wait for a few seconds. And after that, you can say, I executed on, okay, fourth record. Okay, now it's 0. And after some times, you can see it's converted into the Excellent. But we have to delete like whatever command is there. One command, ms command is there. So in ms command, basically, we have to delete those part. Okay. So let me search those DMB. Those are containing, you can say, details. So here I can check one command table is there. Command. Okay, this one. So you have to select this one and select. Okay, here I'm executing. Okay, sorry. You have to use your distribution database. So another way how we can fix this problem, because we don't want to go and delete whatever data, whatever action is there. So what is our next approach? Now, if you can check your application status, and it's excellent for now, because I deleted data from the subscriber and automatically distributor publish data into the, you can say, subscriber basically. So it's running fine. So let me start once again one another scenario, and I will fix via command. So how you can fix those? So let me show you. So let me collapse this one and then, okay, same thing. I'm doing some experiment here, adding a records, 6 and then 6. And now will not delete anything basically. And let me open a edit this one and 6, and I'm going to paste 6. So basically they will raise a uncommitted records, and you'll get a some issue in a uncommitted basically. Yeah, one transaction. How we can fix? So let me try with a command only. Here you have to find out what is your transaction ID. What is your transaction ID? You can say duplicate record fourth. It's a old one. So you have to go with a error message. Here you have to go with a error message. Same. If you can see, you will get whatever error. So they will raise. Okay. So cannot insert this record. Record fourth. No, it's a old error. I think so. 6 basically. Timeout expire. 6 record is a creating problem basically. Let me see. It's raised. Okay. You can see now. So basically you can see first error. Imply ID duplicate record 6 because 6 initially I inserted. So you can see here is a transaction number. Just copy this transaction number. Okay. This transaction number you have to copy and you have to connect your distributor. Okay. Here is a transaction number. Transaction number command transaction basically. So let me search your command. And here you have to paste your, okay. Instead of directly, we have to paste this value. And if you can see, oh no, in X set, sorry, X sequence number. Try to search. So you can see, this is a command. This command is a creating problem. And mainly you have to go and add here, and another condition is called command ID is equal to 1. So if you want to search anything, you have to go, it's a command ID. So let's suppose this command is not executed. So what is the next action? You have to go and delete this command. Let's suppose you don't want to apply into the subscriber. So directly you can go and delete. Okay. Now if you can check what is the status now, you can see now it's fixed. You got? So any query till now, you got? So basically two method. First method, whatever issue is coming from the subscriber, you have to fix manually. Second, transaction you have to identify. So in a transaction, how we got to know? In a transaction sequence number, each and every transaction have a transaction sequence number. And those sequence number and command ID, you can see this is a problem here. So this you have to find out from your transaction table basically. Two filter you have to add. One transaction sequence number is a X activation sequence number. This number you have to place and command ID is equal to 1. And those command, if you want to delete, if you want to ignore, you can ignore from distribution. So if you can delete, by default, your application will start running. So Sec, any problem till now? You got how you can fix this?
No
Hello?
problem, Mr. Ajay. I got it.
So your application
Once
is
I
a
cracked it,
straightforward. Only you have to focus the transaction application and how you can fix those. And let's suppose like tomorrow I'm saying like we have to replicate each, let's suppose transaction tape database is a very huge. Then we have to go and reinitialize. So reinitialization will take so much time. Let's suppose so many issue came into the your subscriber. You can't fix one by one. They will take so much time. Then what you have to do, you have to find your transaction table. If you want to ignore in command table, you have to find your command ID is equal to 1 and delete all. Automatically they will skip all. Next solution, you can go and reinitialize your snapshot. Okay. So if you can reinitialize with a current, so whatever object, whatever data available into the production, they will replicate it into the subscriber. You got my point? So multiple way, but less effort. You have to go and check if we have a few transaction have a issue. Okay. And let's take one example. What is happening? Like I created a one table. Okay. Let me go. This is my big table. And I said this table does not have a primary key. I'm creating a now. And I will not add this article into the existing publication. I will create a separate publication for this article only. So I will create a new and then same database I will select. So this is the best way for the doing a replication. Let's suppose we have a transaction table and master table. Master table is not creating any problem. So create a separate publication for master and separate for transaction table. Let's suppose one table is very important for us. And every time we are facing a lot of issue. So if we can go and reinitialize all the snapshot, they will took some like a more time. But if you created a separately, so you can reinitialize only those. I'm creating for this only. Next and creating a next. Security same I'm doing. So create a separate multiple publication for the multiple object. I'm saying pub for, and here I'm mentioned, oh sorry, it's a pub for a student, TBL a student. So basically this publication, students 01. So this publication will work for only one table. So if you can reinitialize, only they will reinitialize only this object. We are not touching whatever three objects are available into this publication basically. Okay. So on basis of your use case, like you are frequent facing a error, you have to create a separate publication. And then if you want, you can reinitialize. Let's suppose same thing I'm doing, I'm creating a new subscription and same publication 01, I want to add a push into the same database. I'm connecting SQL 2 and same SQL DB and then same. So I think you got what I want to explain you. Because if we create a all table, like 1,000 tables are there and you created a one publication, it means if you face any problem, what you have to reinitialize, like let's suppose you want for the reinitialization. So each and every table dropped and recreate once again, and that will take so much time. But you know, five table are creating problem, so only five table you have to keep into the different subscription publication, so that like let's suppose I face Amiru yes, I can go and reinitialize, and this reinitialization will take only one table instead of three table. You got? Arun, you got this solution basically. I created a publication. One publications hold three table. One publication hold one table. I know publication 01 have so many problem we are facing. So if we have to reinitialize, this reinitialization will take so much time. But in this publication, we have only one table and that will take lesser time. So instead of going with a fixing one by one record, one by one issue, you can directly reinitialize if you face any problem. So let me show you same like a solution here. So let's suppose I added a same record into the subscriber, and if I'm facing any problem, only I can reinitialize my this table only instead of going with all this publication. I want to add 2 and here I'm going to add 02. Okay. And same record, if I will try to add here, so it's an independent publication we have. It's a 2 and here I'm going with a 2. It's a, we can say independent. So if you can go with a replication monitor, you can see one is running fine, one is not running. Okay. So you can see here is a like a difference. This is running fine, excellent, and this is not running. So if you can go and debug, that will take so much time. If I can see like which transaction is failing, we have to one commit is one, but here you can see nothing is uncommitted, and this is working fine. You got? So let's suppose I don't want to go with each and every detail, like which transaction is failing, retrying those transactions. So what I will do, I will go into the application, straightforward, straightforward, I will reinitialize. And this publication reinitialize only, you can say, whatever like you made changes is specific for one table. They will not impact your additional tables. You got now? And after
Yes.
reinitialization, if you can check, you'll get a good performance. Both are running fine. Yeah. So generally, when like basically I work for the company, previous company, and I got to know like how we can handle in a actual life industries scenario basically. You got? So
Yes.
Zach, any question till now? If not, then I can stop recording, and after that we can start discussion over the, you can say, whatever query if we have a time for now.
Well, practice once, and if I find any difficulties, I'll let you know, Mr. Rajesh.
Yeah, but main focus you have to go. Let me copy this query so that you got to know, because Uh, the replication, transaction replication is important. 90%, 95%, each and every companies are using basically. Okay. So please try to do practice. If any error, maybe we'll try to fix tomorrow. Yeah.
Sure, Mr. Rajesh.
And Arun, do you have any
Yes,
query?
Priya.
Any query, any concern? Because you are working for the so long.
No, right, not right now, Priya.
Okay, please try to do practice, and if any failure, we'll try to figure out. Okay. Okay, thank you.
Sure, Mr. Rajesh.
Okay,
Thank you. Have
okay.
a good weekend.
Yeah,
Thank you,
same to
Arun.
you. Okay, bye.
Have a good
Bye.
weekend. Bye.